We planned a weekend trip to the Drakensberg so that you don't need to, and here's everything you need to know. The trip was to the central Drakensberg, or the Winterton area. The accommodation we stayed in is called Berghaven Cottages. Perfect accommodation as it was central to all the activities, but also the accommodation itself, kids play area, swimming pool, 4 dams to fish in with bass, bluegill and barbel, and they have a hike on the property. We drove from Durban, so it took us just under 3 hours to get to Winterton town, and in town we had to stop at Roots Clay Cafe for a lunch, and what you have to have if you go there, the rooibos and honey milkshake. It is insane. Berghaven is a self-catering accommodation, so you're most probably going to need to buy groceries, and the locals gave us a tip saying that do not go to the spa in Winterton, but go to the OK Minimart. We did 5 activities over the course of the weekend, starting with Sandra Winkel, the old retail store museum based in the 60s. Drakensberg scoot tours, basically just riding down the side of these hills with these big wheeled off-road scooters. I really enjoyed it. Vertical Rush, here we did slacklining. We did what they call king swing, which I think is a great introduction if you ever want to do the bigger swings like Orreby, Graskop, or even bungee. And then we did something called Via Ferrata, basically a harnessed in hike along the side of the cliffs. Also managed to find a snake. And then of course, Drakensberg Brewery. I love a craft beer, so we went for a beer tasting. Not my kind of craft beer. At the end of the day, a cold beer on a hot day always goes down well. The views are amazing, and in the area where Drakensberg Brewery is the chocolate bar and various other stores and restaurants. And then last but not least, only 4 kilometers from Berghaven was the Drakensberg Canopy Tours. I absolutely love Canopy Tours because you get to see a part of the world that you never really get to be in, and that's the canopy of some amazing forests. All in all, it was a really action-packed trip. I think it's perfect for a family. All the activities are very close to Berghaven. We didn't even scratch the surface of what Winterton has to offer. We're already planning a trip back to some wine farms and vineyards, some beautiful Airbnbs, some beautiful hiking. There's a lot to offer. If you want to see more about this trip, we do have other videos about it, but I've also made a longer length video for YouTube.